Hello, everybody. How are you? So glad you could join me today. Welcome. Today is Thursday, October 1st, 2020. And I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And I am looking forward to hanging out with you guys for a bit. I hope you are all well. I hope you are having a good week. And how is everybody? How is your week going? Hello, hello. I'm glad to be here with you, hanging out. Thanks so much for joining me. So I have a cute story. My youngest one, my little one, was in desperate need of some clothing. So last week, I think on Friday, I ran to try to find her some stuff. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, Sam. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. It's like my worst fear ever that I'm going to get on here to do a live stream and there's nobody here. And I would just be sitting here talking to myself. So thank you so much for joining me. So I went last week on Friday to get my little one some bigger clothes because she has been growing like a weed and she's growing out of everything. And so the poor thing, like her clothes were too small and I kept kind of trying to squeeze more life out of these clothes, and her poor feet. I don't even think that I realized what size shoe she was in. And then it was getting kind of hard to get her shoe on. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, you're wearing a size 5 and she should have been in like a size 7. So finally I went and I got stuff. And so now this is her first time where she's really aware of stuff being new. And so today she put on a new outfit because it's kind of chilly here, and she needed, warmer clothes anyway, because she didn't really have a lot of that stuff. She has more summer clothes. And so she put on this new outfit and she came downstairs and she wanted to show all of her siblings. She was like so excited about this outfit, and it's just a sweatshirt and sweatpants. Like there was nothing fancy about it. But she came downstairs and she went to each sibling and she stood right in front of them with her feet together, like straight as a toothpick. And she kept saying, outfit, outfit. I like it. And her siblings were like, oh my gosh, your outfit is so cute. And they, totally got into it. But she went from one person to another. And I got video of her. I turned the video camera on and I got video of her walking from each kid to share her outfit with them. She's very proud of her shoes. Every morning she gets up in the morning and she's like, shoes, put them on, shoes. She really likes to put her shoes on. She's very excited about her brand new shoes. So that was kind of a cute story. And then this morning, the talk around here has been with the other kids. They're taking this class right now. We're doing virtual schooling, and they're all in this class right now that is like exploring their interests and how those interests translate to majors in college, and then how that translates into a career. And so there have been lots of discussions about colleges this morning and careers that have kind of been, they have to take these quizzes and answer a bunch of questions, and then it tells them what career they might be apt to enjoy because of their interests. So there's been lots of discussions about different career paths and different colleges to go to, and how far away is this college and how far away is that college. It's crazy. I thought that I had a few more years before I had to start thinking about colleges. So that's kind of crazy. That is a super smart class to take, says Sam. So helpful to start talking ahead about college direction. I love it. I kind of love it too, because I've talked to my kids a bunch of times about starting to think about what they want to do, because I feel like when I went to college, we didn't really get introduced to that until you were in college. That's how my experience was anyway. And then you're like, what? I don't know what I want to do. And you end up kind of, for me anyway, it was just really hard for me to decide. So I'm glad too that they're kind of exploring it earlier. And I've already had that discussion with my kids. And I have 2 kids who are kind of lucky. I feel like if you feel really passionate about something and you're lucky enough to like zone in on something early on and kind of follow that and just follow that path, that you're really kind of a lucky person. And I have 2 kids who have not wavered. Like one of my daughters, my second daughter, my middle daughter wants to be a veterinarian, and she has never wavered from that. She's like, I want to be a vet. I want to be a vet. I want to be a vet. So it'll be interesting to see if that's what she ends up being, because ever since she was little, she just had her mindset that she wanted to do that. And then my second son, he came home one day from school and they had done this STEM project at school. And I think it was the first time he had ever heard about and being an engineer. And ever since that day, he came home and he was like, he came running out of school. Like I remember he came running out of school with this project that he had built. And he said, Mom, I want to be an engineer. And I was like, oh boy, that's exciting, you know? And so he hasn't wavered since then. So I have two who have kind of gotten they're kind of solidified in what they would like to do. And so I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see what everybody ends up doing. And if they follow that path or if they do something different, it'll be exciting to see. So I have so much cross stitch and quilting stuff to share with you guys today. And today we're going to start with some quilting stuff. But feel free to jump in if you have questions along the way, or if you just want to tell me how you're doing and what's going on in your life this week. And I'm just going to go through stuff and then check in if anybody has stuff to say, and we'll see where we get. So the first thing I wanted to tell you guys, this week is kind of the deadline. Well, today is actually the deadline for me to place an order for 2 collections that are coming up that I've had reservations out online for. And so I wanted to refresh your memory about them. And if any of these are something you're interested in, please put through your reservation right away so that I can include you in my numbers, and then you'll be guaranteed to get what you want. After I place the order, I try to cushion it a little bit, but then I have to cap it off, and then there's no guarantee that I'll be able to get you what you need. So the first one is Notting Hill by Amy Smart. Amy Smart is such a sweetheart. I loved her last collection. It was one of the first collections we carried in the shop. And this is her next one. She's not had one since the first one that we carried in the shop. And so it's called Notting Hill. And I'll show you quick some of the fabrics in the collection. Some really cool plaids. Again, I'm partial to plaids. Some really pretty florals. And I have a couple quilt kits that are out online for reservations. Here's some yellows and some blues. And then we have online for reservation this one, which is called Palace Court. Yeah, Palace Court. And this is a quilt kit that can be reserved in the shop. Again, if you're interested, I would recommend doing it sooner rather than later, because I have to place this order today. And then this one is also available for reservation, and it is called Summer Bunting, using the Notting Hill fabric collection by Amy Smart. So this one is available for reservation too. Be sure that if you're interested in it, that you reserve it sooner rather than later so that I can include you in my numbers for ordering. And then the second collection. Hello, Cindy from Lancaster, New York. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Love the first kit. Yeah, it's a pretty collection. I really like it. I mean, and I'm partial to Amy Smart because she seems like a pretty cool and genuine person. So I like that. The next one is Oh Happy Day, which might be one of my favorites from this next round of releases. I don't know. I really like it. It's got really fun colors. It has this black fabric, which I did not think that I would be into that much, but it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And so this is Oh Happy Day, and it's by Sandy Gervais. And let me give you a quick tease of the fabrics. So these are all in this collection. Then we have the blues. I think this one is so pretty too. And these circles. I mean, there are some fun fabrics in this collection. This one comes out in February. These are both February releases, I think. Yeah. And then she's got the panel. And remember, I have reservations out there in the shop for the block of the month. So this is the Oh Happy Day block of the month club. It lasts for 9 months. And the cool thing that I kind of like about this block of the month is don't be intimidated by some of these blocks, because some of them are from this panel. So you like this star is on here somewhere. I think it's up there. So some of these are panels, and then some of the bigger ones, you piece those blocks together. And some of the smaller ones, like this house one is not on the panel, but all the ones with words are from the panel. So it's kind of cool, not maybe as intimidating as a full piecing block of the month might be. So this lasts for 9 months, and I think this quilt is so pretty. So it's called Oh Happy Day block of the month club. If you are interested in joining us for this block of the month club, which will start in March, please reserve your spot soon, because again, I have to order this today. So I'm going to go through and calculate how much fabric I need to cover the people who have signed up for it already. And I'll cushion that a little bit, but I won't cushion it a lot. So if you're interested, please sign up. And then also from this collection, we have this one up here, which is called Flutterby. So this is another quilt kit that's available for reservation on the shop website right now. And then this one is called So Good Spool Quilt and So Good Flower Runner. So for this kit, you get both of these projects out of one kit. So you get both the spool quilt and the flower table runner. And that's in the shop right now, happylittlestitchshop.com. You can reserve this as well. And if I don't get any reservations for it, then it won't be offered anymore for anything that I'm talking about. So that's why I like to do the reservations, and then I can place my order based off of the interest that you guys have in it. So that's for Oh Happy Day. So any Oh Happy Day quilts that you see out there. Oh, and there's another one that's called Wind Farm, but it's not included in this. And it's one that I found I stumbled across it, that it's in the Oh Happy Day fabric collection, and it's a really pretty quilt. So it's called Wind Farm by Sandy Gervais, and it's in the shop in the coming soon section. So that's another one that if you're interested in, I need to order for that too. So anything Oh Happy Day, anything Notting Hill, I need to order today. So put through your reservations soon if you can, and if you're interested. Okay. So that takes care of stuff that's coming up. And now I want to take some time to go through quilt kits that are in the shop and they are ready to ship. Like they're here, they're ready to go. The first, I have End of Bolt that I just cut up yesterday because I filled a kit and I just had a little bit of yardage left. And so I took it off online. It's not out there anymore. If anybody is interested in this is Midnight Magic by April Rosenthal. As you can see, my daughter wrote on here, we have 2 yards left of it. She helped me last night as we were putting it together. And this is orange, and it's got moons and stars on orange. Kind of a very fun, chill, I can't think of another word, but chill piece of the Halloween fabric. Like it's not over the top. It's subtle. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Very fun yet subtle Halloween fabric. So if anybody's interested in this, message me, get in touch with me somehow. I'll let you know cost. I can send you an invoice for it, and then I'll ship it out to you right away. So that's Midnight Magic by April Rosenthal. This is orange stars and moons fabric. Okay, then the quilt kits that we have in the shop ready to ship. I have one made up of Prim. So this is the Prim Fat Quarter Bundle. So included in the Prim quilt kit, you get an entire Fat Quarter Bundle of the Prim collection by Lori Holt. And then you get this extra bundle of fabric, this really pretty shabby background, and all of this. Lori is in the midst of her Prim sew along right now. But though all of those instructions, all of her stuff is always going to be on her blog forever and ever, from what I've heard. And so this is something you can get and you can jump into whenever you want to. But if the prim quilt is something that you like, I would recommend getting it sooner rather than later before it's gone, and then you'll have it to make whenever you want to make it. But some of the problem with some of her fabric is if you want it to be the original, then you can't. Eventually the fabric's gone and you can't get it anymore. So I have one kit that's made up in the shop ready to ship for Prim. Prim by Lori Holt. Okay, so that one's that. And then I got this in the shop. This is Lori Holt's Be Happy Aurifil thread box. And the reason I got this is because this is suggested for the flea market. It's suggested for a lot of Lori Holt quilts. So if you like doing Lori Holt quilts and Lori Holt applique projects, this is suggested from a lot of them. And so I got this in the shop ahead of time so that if somebody wants to get it, but you don't want to have to do all of the expense at the same time as the quilt kit, you have the option of getting this now and getting the quilt kit, you know, the rest of the quilt kit after your reservation later. So these are in the shop right now. Be Happy Aurifil thread set by Lori Holt. Those arrived, I think, maybe last week, maybe the week before. I don't know. Hannah says, I just pre-ordered this summer bunting kit. Oh, good. I think that one is so cute. I think that one would be a fun one to make. And Cindy says, that's a great collection. Elizabeth says, I'm still trying to cut all of that fabric from Prim. I know there's probably a lot of cutting to do. And then Laura says, I love Lori Holt. I know her stuff is so pretty. It's so pretty. And I love getting to kind of cut up this fabric. And somebody Debbie posted a picture. So she got the Spellbound quilt kit from me, which looks like this, but I'm sold out of the kits. I still have the pattern in the shop, but I'm sold out of the kits. I just packaged my last one last night. But Debbie had gotten it a while ago and she posted a picture in Happy Little Stitchers on Facebook. That's our Facebook group if you want to join it. We share kind of projects, you know, get encouragement and inspiration from others. It's a private group that a lot of you have joined. And if you're interested, please just send a request and answer a few questions and I'll let you right into the group and then you can see everybody's wonderful projects and share your own and get inspiration and give encouragement and receive encouragement from other people. And it's a really fun group. It's got a really great group of people who are really kind and encouraging. So Debbie just posted her finished Spellbound and oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I loved this quilt that's why I decided to carry the kit in the shop, but it looks so much better finished, so much better than this picture, you know. She posted a picture the other day and I was like, it looked so cute. So that is sold out now, but I love seeing what you guys do with the stuff we send you. It was really cool to see that because as I'm sitting here cutting it up, I'm thinking, oh, if somebody's going to make this, and I hope they share pictures because I would love to see it once, you know, it leaves us and it goes to you and then you work your magic with it and then share it. Then I love to see that stuff. It's so cool to see the process through to its completion. Debbie says, actually made 2 of them, one for me and one for my grown daughter. I think I remember that you said that you got 2. That's right. It was beautiful. I was surprised when I saw it. I thought, wow, that looks so much better real than just a, you know, picture, to just a digital picture of it. It looked great. And your applique looked marvelous. Oh my gosh, it looked so good, Debbie. So thank you for sharing that. It was so much fun for me to see. I loved it. Okay, so Prim is in the shop, the thread, and then I got last week. Prim Village, the boxed quilt kit by Lori Holt. So this is, so Sam says, I got my Prim house kit yesterday. Thank you. You are welcome, Sam. I can't wait to see you make it. I know you're not going to do it right away, but when you do make it, I can't wait to see it. Debbie says, I agree, better in person than in the pattern pick. Yeah, it was so pretty. Elizabeth says, Debbie, you did a wonderful job. She sure did. Okay, so this is the Prim Village quilt kit, pre-box quilt kit by Lori Holt. And I'm going to give you a peek of what's inside here. Maybe. Okay, so in this kit, and I have only 4 left. just to give any of you an idea who are thinking about it. You get the instructions to make these cute little salt box houses. You get a charm pack of the Prim collection. You get a layer cake of the Prim collection. Pretty cool. And then you get all of these other fabrics. So pretty brown. This is called Raisin. This next one is. This one is called Pebble Stripes. This one I think is Pebble something too. Then you get some of this kind of plaidish gingham and then a chunk of this stuff in the back. So that's a lot of fabric. You get all of this stuff packaged in this adorable little box to make this beautiful quilt. So this is the Prim Village Quilt Kit, and it's in the shop right now, ready to ship immediately. So pretty. Can't wait to see the people who already got it. I can't wait to see you make it. Okay, then Squirrely Girl. Can you guys believe that it's October 1st? I cannot believe it's October 1st. October is a big birthday month in this family because my quadruplets were born at the end of October, shortly before Halloween. And so it's a big month in this family. And they've already started talking about it. It's our birthday month. They woke up this morning. It's our birthday month. I was like, calm down. You've got 28 days to go. But they're really excited about it. And my dad's birthday's in October. It's kind of I like October. It's a good month. So Squirrely Girl reminds me of October and fall because it's so darn cute. So this is Squirrely Girl, and it's by Bunny Hill Designs. And in this quilt kit, you get a thank you card. You do get the floss that is needed for doing the applique pieces in this kit. You get pattern. And then you get, I can't flip through and show you all the fabrics because they're bundled up, but you get this. I mean, this is a hefty kit. You get a lot of fabric in this kit. So you get this bundle of fabric, which looks like that. You can kind of see all of the different ones that are in there. This collection is so darling. And then you get this roll of fabric. And then you also get a couple kind of basic pieces. There's this one, and then you get a tan one or a cream one. I think Squirrely Girl is so darling, and I cannot wait. If I had more time, I would make this because I love fall. Fall is my favorite season, and I am so longing for a fall quilt right now. Like I really would love to have a fall quilt. And I think this one is a lot of fun. But I just don't have the time to take on another project right now. So I have to enjoy this one through you guys. So for those of you who already got this, please be sure to share pictures. And for those of you who are interested in getting it, it's in the shop and it's ready to ship to you right away. And then after you make it, I hope you share pictures because I'd love to see it. Okay. Let me see what people are saying. Elizabeth says, my youngest Maxwell will celebrate his 3rd birthday on the 7th. Happy early birthday, Maxwell. 3rd birthday. Oh my gosh. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. So this month is the quad's birthday. And then next month, hi, Nancy. Thanks for getting on. Is my youngest's birthday. She was born about 2 weeks after my 4. Well, I mean, 10 years and 2 weeks after them. And I can't believe that she's going to be 2. Is it hard to believe that he's going to be 3? Time goes so quickly. I can't believe that she's going to be 2 already. That kid is one of my favorites, says Cindy. The Squirrely Girl one, mine too. I just think it's darling. I think those pictures, they make me chuckle a little bit because, like, seriously, she's in a Volkswagen. She's riding a bike. She's getting some acorns. Like, these pumpkins are so cute. Some of them make me laugh. I don't even know what she's doing. Oh, she's sleeping. She's sleeping in her acorn bed. And there's a little sign that says, do not disturb. It's funny. It cracks me up. And she's grilling. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I think it's just darling. Mary says, how do kits work? Is everything pre-cut and you sew it together? So it's not necessary. It just provides you the fabric that you need. So if the fabric, like usually you get a list of fabric requirements on a pattern and it'll say you need 3/8 of a yard of this and a half a yard of this and 1.5 yards of this and whatever. So you get all of that fabric that you need for that kit, for that quilt in a kit. So it doesn't have everything cut up into like 2.5-inch squares or 2-inch strips, or it doesn't have all of that cutting done, but it has the fabric requirements that you need to make that quilt, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Mary? Kay says, finally made it to live. Hello, Kay. Thank you for joining. Is that one laser cut for the applique? No, you have to cut it. And then the applique, the way the designer did it, she made it so that you can either do fusible applique or you can do needle turn applique, whatever your applique method of choice is, it will work with that quilt. Because that is a question that I've been asked many, many times. And so I got an answer to that a while ago. So whatever applique method you prefer, you can use it for that Squirrely Girl quilt. It's so, so cute. But none of the pieces are cut. You take the fabric that's in there and then you cut out the pieces. The templates for all of the applique pieces are included in the pattern. So Squirrely Girl is cute. And I hope that some of you get it and then tell me, share pictures with me. This is another one that is just darling. This one is called, how many Squirrely Girls do I have left? I don't even know. I have at least 4 because I can see 4 right here. And I might have more of that for Squirrely Girl in case anybody's interested in wondering about how much inventory I have left. This one, I only have 3 left. So this one is called Snow Sweet Adventures. And it's an advent calendar. And so I think I went through this a few weeks ago with you guys. I'm going to share it again because it's so cute. I have this fabric in the shop as a backing option. It's so, so cute. It's called Paper Snowflakes on blue. This is kind of a blue background. Eclipse colors. I follow you from Italy. I don't understand very well, but you are showing wonderful things. Thank you so much. I wish that there was like a translation that could be done so that you could follow along better. Okay, so in this quilt kit, you get the instructions and you get all of this. So I'm going to show this because these are some of the advent pieces. So this quilt creates little pockets on the quilt. And you can put these little cookies in the pockets. This is kind of the advent calendar piece of it. So you've got a stocking, you've got a tree, you've got a train, all of these beautiful pieces. And it's from this felt material. This is not quilting cotton. This is like a felt kind of material. So it's super fun. I mean, look at this one. It says it's a cookie that says love and a mitten and a heart. It's so, so cute. And how fun would this be to do with kids or grandkids? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to know how to fold this back up. Okay, we're going to do that later. And then also included in here, you get some of the panels. So some of this you just piece panels together. So you get like this beautiful panel. It's so, so cute. And then for some of the, you get a couple of these. I think these make up some of the pockets. I haven't read the instructions or looked at it closely, but I think that makes up some of the advent pockets. You get another one of those. Then you get some of this beautiful snowman red fabric. This is one of my favorite fabrics from this collection is the text on white. It's so pretty. This one is snow on black. This is another one of my favorites, vintage ads. So cute. And one of the cool things about this is that it has some Bible verses in it. So here's Isaiah 1. Chapter 1, verse 18, they shall be as white as snow. So she hid some Bible verses in some of the pieces of fabric, which I think is pretty cool. So this one is a fun kit, and there's some fun meaning behind some of the fabrics in there. So that's in the shop and it's ready to ship right away. I'm sewing this as I'm watching. It's so cute. The box is adorable. I'll post pics when complete. You're sewing the Snow Sweet one, Debbie? Is that the one you're talking about? And then don't forget, I have the Family Tree quilt kit is in the shop, ready to ship. You get a charm pack, you get the panel, you get the extra stuff that you need to make the borders and stuff. And the pattern for this one is a free pattern on Riley Blake Designs website. So you can just go and download that directly from their website. And then retro ornaments. This is a Happy Little Stitch Shop exclusive. You won't be able to find this combination anyplace else. And so I had made this, I just posted an Instagram post about this before I came on. I did this pattern in Dear Christmas fabric because I thought these retro ornaments would look so cute in this retro fabric by Urban Chicks with the big deer pictures. I just thought it would be so cute. And so this kit is available in the shop as well. In this kit, you get the pattern, you get the fat quarter bundle of the Dear Christmas fabric, and then you get all of the extra fabric you need for the background, and you get some metallic fabric for the ornament caps, and you get fabric for binding. And then I have plenty of backing options available in the shop. So this one is super cute. We made it. We love it. My little one and I just had a tea party on it the other day because it was like folded up and on a table, and she grabbed it and she laid it out on the floor, and she got all of her tea stuff, and she got her bears, which I think some of them are in here because she was in here with me this morning, and our dog. We used to have a dog like this. We used to have a corgi. And when she passed away, we got this for the other kids because they were really sad after she died. And now my little one is carrying this all over the place. So she set these things up and we had a little tea party on our retro ornaments quilt. It's super cute. The kids love it. I love it. It's really fun. I'm excited to get it out and use it a lot during Christmas this year. And then I have one of these left. Let me see what I need to read from people. Okay. Let's message afterwards. Okay, Nancy? Oh, good. She said she found the backing she wants for the retro ornaments quilt. Good. Yes, Snow Sweet. Oh, good. I can't wait to see that one too. That one's going to be so darling. Okay, I have one of these left. This is by Beverly McCullough, and it is Gingham Windows using her Singing in the Rain fabric collection. This has been one of my favorites to have in the shop. You get this bundle of fabric, and then you get a layer cake to make this beautiful quilt. So this is my last one. If you're interested in this one, be sure you snag it while you can. Hello, Judith. Thank you for joining us. And then keeping in line with the Dear Christmas, I have a few of these left. I think I have 4. I only have 4 of these left. This is the Dear Christmas. Look at this. Super cute pre-box quilt kit by Urban Chicks for Moda Fabrics. This is another darling one that I would love to see someone have it finished. You get in this kit, the Dear panel is included in this kit. You get the instruction pamphlet, and then you get all of this fabric. And the cool thing about this fabric is they already have it cut into 2.5-inch strips for you. So it's very cute. All of this is already cut into 2.5-inch strips. And get all this other goodies to make this beautiful quilt. I think this one is so darling. And I would love to see somebody have this one made too. And be sure you share pictures if you do. So we have a few of these left in the shop, ready to ship right away. And then just 2 more left to share with you. I think I only have 2 2 left in this one. This one is called Daisy Doo, and he makes these little adorable Dresden daisies. Judith says, I go by Judy. I love your kits. Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you for joining us today. So it makes these adorable Dresden daisies. And I've seen some people post pictures of their progress on this, and it's very, very cool to see. So with this kit, you get this chunk of fabric. The fabric is Good Times by American Jane. And then you get a fat 1/8 bundle included with this one. I have 2 of those left, I think. And then this one is called Bunnies in the Garden. It's this adorable rainbow quilt kit. You get the pattern, a small stack of fabric, and then a jelly roll. So that one is super cute too. And those are all the kits I wanted to share with you today. Because sometimes I forget about all the kits that I have left. And so it's good to pull it out and just kind of remember what I have. Oh, good. Oh, good. Our friend from Italy says she can understand. Everything's good. Good. I'm glad. Okay, then let's move into some cross-stitching stuff. But before we do that, I wanted to say we have tons of yardage in the shop. So please don't forget to check out the yardage that we have and place orders for any yardage that you need. We have the entire collection of Prim. So if you're looking for any Prim yardage, it's in the shop, in the yardage section of the shop. I have the entire collection, almost. I have run out of a few bolts of Dear Christmas, and some of them are getting lower. But Dear Christmas is in the shop. Snow Sweet is in the shop. A little bit of Singing in the Rain left. So, not much of Squirrely Girl. Some Lori Holt fabric, some basics. So please go and check that stuff out, because then in October, this month, Shine On is arriving and Folktale is arriving. So I don't have a lot of space, and I'm a little worried about where I'm going to put this stuff, because our shop, which was not full at all in June, is now very full, which is excellent. I mean, we're so excited about it. But just if you're looking for yardage, be sure to check out what we have in our yardage section. So happylittlestitchshop.com is where you can go to look at any of the quilt kits I just shared. I also have links on YouTube in the description box below. So if there's anything you're looking for, you can just click on the link and it'll take you right there to show you. It gives much more detailed information about what's in the kit, cost, all of that stuff at happylittlestitchshop.com. I'm located in Wisconsin, but I'm an online only store for right now. I don't know if that'll change down the road or not, but for now we're online only and we're shipping from Wisconsin. Okay, so happylittlestitchshop.com, Judy, that's where you can go to find all the information that you need. Okay, so yardage. Folktale and Shine On arrive this month in October. I'm so excited. And so along with that, we have this happening. So as soon as the yardage arrives, I'm going to start cutting it up and getting our block of the month kits ready to ship for the first month. Our Shine On block of the month starts in November. We are going to work on different blocks each month to eventually make this beautiful sampler quilt using Bonnie and Camille's Shine On fabric collection. It's going to be marvelous. I cannot wait to sew this with you guys. I'm so excited. For anybody who is interested in joining this, I think we have one opening left. So don't delay in getting your spot reserved so that you can join us for this. In your first shipment, you'll be invoiced for your first monthly shipment, and then this will be included on the invoice as well. So for the first shipment, you'll get the book and you'll get your bundle of material that you need for the blocks that we're going to be working on the first month in November. I'm also going to include for you guys the schedule. So we have this monthly breakdown of what blocks we're going to be working on each month. And so this will also be included. I will print one of these to include in each of your packages so that you have the plan for the 12 months that we're going to be working on this, and you kind of know what you're supposed to be working on each month. I can't wait to do this with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. And it gives me a chance to get some sewing in. I was just talking to Sam the other day that I miss my sewing machine. I feel like I'm getting a lot of cross stitch done, but I'm not finding the time between the business and between the kids and the virtual schooling and trying to stay up with the cross stitching to get much sewing done at all. And I have probably 4 or 5 quilts that I'm in the middle of right now. And some of them, it's not even going to take much to get it done. I just need to like do it. So I'm excited to get back to having some time, getting in some regular sewing. And I think this block of the month is going to help me do a better job of just trying to get some sewing in every day and not rely on like a big focused session to get a chunk of work done. So I'm super, super excited about this. So this is coming in October. The whole Shine On collection is coming. Your first shipment will arrive to you in November. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you could join us. And then Sam, Shine On. I can't wait. Me either. I'm so excited about it. So again, you'll get the schedule with it. And Folktale is also arriving. I already told you that. I have some quilt kits for the Folktale collection in the shop. Some of them are sold out, but I think I have some that are still available. So if you're interested in any of the Folktale quilt kits by Lella Boutique, please check out the shop. Also starting in November is our Shine On cross stitch sampler. So I am very excited about this. It will look like this, except in cross stitch form. The cross stitch is included in this book, and that will ship in November as well. So that will be a lot of fun. Okay, so all that stuff is for that. I also want to tell you before I forget, you guys remember that we are doing a charitable program called Little Miracles Quilts. I had done a post about this, I don't know, a couple months ago, kind of talking about our connection with the NICU and the experience that we had, a little bit of the experience that we had with our kids when they were born. They were in the NICU for about 4 months, and it was a very trying time. And so when we started the shop, we knew that we wanted to do some type of charitable program to try to give back to NICUs all over. And so we came up with the idea to do Little Miracles quilts, which what you're doing is you're making a quilt, a baby quilt, either from your stash at home or you're purchasing a kit from us. So we have some available in the shop that I wanted to have available for those people who were looking for it. But by no means do you need to purchase a kit from us. The point is just to make baby quilts and then get them to NICUs all over the world is my hope. And Sweetwater Fabric, who makes fabulous quilt labels, they were so kind to donate quilt labels to us. And so these are the quilt labels that they sent me. I don't know if you can see, but it says Little Miracles Quilts, and it has our shop logo on it. And then it says, sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. And the idea is you make your quilt, you adhere the label to it, and then in February, we start, and through the month of February, we start delivering to NICUs, and we continue delivering to NICUs through the whole month. But you can start making your quilts now. And you can make 1, you can make 2, you can make 5, you can make 10. It doesn't matter. I just hope that we can make as many as we possibly can make and really try to have a positive impact on NICUs and helping families who have to go through that experience. This wouldn't be something that would be used in the NICU, but it would be something that the family would get as like a graduation gift when they are discharged from the NICU. So I have these quilt labels online. They are in the shop, happylittlestitchshop.com. They are in the quilt kit section because I wasn't sure where to put it. So I put it in the quilt kit section, and there's zero cost to it. There's no charge. There's no shipping, but you can add these to your order, or you can place an order just for the kits, quilt, the labels, whatever works for you, but they're in the shop for you to go ahead and get, and then I'll ship them to you whenever I get your order. But I wanted to let you know that they're on the website right now in the shop, ready for people to start requesting them or request them down the road if you're not ready for it yet, whatever works for you. They're in the shop. So I want to be sure to tell you that before I forgot, because I've been forgetting the last few weeks. I don't know why I failed to remember that it was 4 months that your littles were in the NICU. That is a long time. What miracles they are. Yes, it was a very long time. I try not to talk about it because it makes me very emotional. Sam, I know, so excited to make quilts to support families like Angela's. Oh, that's sweet. Awesome. Kim has one quilt ready already. That's amazing. I am looking forward to making some. And I just spoke to so we're still in touch with we were there for a long time, so we kept in touch and had developed really good relationships with some of the people who took care of our kids when they were in the NICU. And I just spoke to one of the nurses last week that we could keep in touch with in pre-COVID. We used to see every once in a while. And I told her about it, and she thought that it was just a very nice thing to do. So she was excited about it. She thought it was nice. So I'm excited about that. But the labels are available. They're on the website for you to request whenever you're ready for them. And Sweetwater Fabrics was so kind that if we run out of labels, if we're lucky enough to go through all the labels that they sent, that they would be happy to send us more. So that's so, so nice of them. They're fabulous company, fabulous group of women. I love it. Kim Patterson says, such a sweet way to help these families. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. So I think it'll be a good thing, but I really hope to get some momentum behind it and have an impact. I mean, I would love it if we sold through these labels. I would love it if we were able to donate 100 quilts and even more. I mean, ideally, I would love it if we did more than 100, but I would love to fly through these first 100 labels that we have and be able to request more. So the labels are on the website. Now some cross stitch stuff. Oh, not yet. Wanted to tell you Vintage Christmas. So I placed the order for the Vintage Christmas fabric. So we are doing a Vintage Christmas throwback sew along. Vintage Christmas is by Lori Holt, and it uses her Cozy Christmas fabric collection, which is being discontinued. So we're a little bit of the last hurrah for this fabric collection and making this quilt exactly as it was made using the exact fabric. So I placed the order. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. It was such a large order. It gives me goosebumps to place orders like that. And so I cushioned it a little bit to be able to have more reservations available. If anybody's interested in the quilt kit, we have some available still in the shop. This will start in January. You will get your shipment, and it'll probably be towards the end of January. It's not going to be at the beginning of January, right after Christmas. I think they're planning to ship the fabric to me January 15th. And so by the time I get it all cut up and get it ready to ship out to you, it'll probably be more towards the end of the month. But then we'll start making this little by little. And there will be a schedule that will come out with it, so you'll know what blocks we're going to work on when. This is another one that I'm really excited about. I think these blocks in this Christmas quilt are so cute. And I added enough fabric to have backing options. So that's an FYI, that's available separately from the kit. And I added enough fabric to be able to do a surprise quilt kit that I have not posted online yet. And I have a very limited number of kits that I'll be able to make up for it. But it will be the Cozy Christmas applique quilt, which I have the Cozy Christmas shapes for. And so I'm going to put together a kit for that, and that will be offered to people as well. That one is super, super cute. I think it's called Cozy Christmas. Yeah, Lori's Cozy Christmas applique quilt. I wish I had it here. I have it printed off somewhere, but I don't have it to show you. So that's going to be kind of a secret bonus throwback quilt kit that I'm going to offer. And only you guys get to know about that. Excited about that one too. Me too, Sam. Oh, good. Okay, now I'm ready to move on to cross stitch. Okay, first of all, my mom finally finished this one. She's been working on this one for a while, and she brought it up so that I could share it with you guys. This is Hello Halloween, I think. Yeah, Hello Halloween cross stitch. So she finished it. And so she brought it up. She did it on this, it's called Tropical Orange, I think, fabric. And it took her a while to do it. And she enjoyed it. She left out some parts because she just didn't want to do it. But I think it's cute. I'm curious. I'm anxious to see how she wants to finish it. But like that moon with the bats, this one is a popular seller in the shop. We do have this one available in the shop, and it's a popular one. And so she finished hers. And so I wanted to share that with you guys so you could see what it looks like finished. And then I will share it again once she comes up with a finishing plan. Adorable. Wow. Beautiful job. Thank you. I will tell her. I always tell her. She asks how the live streams go. And I always give her an update. That is so cool. Bravo, Mom, says Sharon. Cindy says that is so cute. Yeah, it is super cute. It's a fun Halloween one. Okay, then we're working on stitch alongs. I was so confused last week, I don't even know when, but I was getting all of my stitch stuff ready to start on the next month of stitch alongs. And so I pulled out Cottage of the Month, pulled out Farmhouse Christmas, pulled out Spooky Hollow, started to get all this stuff together. And I just kept sitting here like, I'm missing one. Something is wrong. I was very baffled. I was very thrown off. And I was like, this is going to drive me crazy. I feel like I'm missing one. And so I like pulled out my notebook and I was going through all the stitch alongs that we're in the midst of. And I'm like, what is going on? I know that there's another one that I'm supposed to be doing. Guess what, folks? We finished Frosty Forest. We're not doing Frosty Forest anymore because we finished it last month. And it's back there. So I have one less stitch to do, which turned out to be a nice surprise. I was like, oh, maybe I can get caught up on some other stuff that I'm behind on, but it threw me for a loop because every month for the last 9 months, I've been pulling out Frosty Forest stuff. And so I was kind of like, why don't I have another stitch to do? Okay, so Frosty Forest is done, but we are still in the midst of Cottage of the Month, and we are working on November this month. And you guys, I think I've given up on trying to get these frames. I just don't know that it's going to work. I keep trying to get a response from that company. I had placed an order with them back in February. I was supposed to receive the frames in April. Nothing came, and I've contacted them almost weekly since April, and I don't get a response via email or via phone, nothing. So I think I've given up on trying to get those frames and trying to finish my Cottage of the Months in those frames. So I've ordered a different frame, and I'm going to see how that looks because I'd like to try to get these finished. So this is where I'm at with November. And you guys, this one is so fun. Every month I say, oh my gosh, I like this one so much better than the previous month. This one was so much fun. I didn't think I was going to like November as much. I thought that this one was going to be kind of on towards the bottom of my likes of the cottages. It's not. These colors, which I thought, okay, I don't know, they look so cute together and so fall-like. I mean, this one has been really, really fun. So I keep wanting to get back to it to stitch it because I like it. And I'm in the mood for fall, and so it's kind of the perfect time to be stitching this one. Oh, Nancy says she got her gratitude box and she loves it. Yay! Kevin says, I love that cottage. It is so cute. It's so cute. Even the green. I mean, I guess I hadn't really noticed that the cottage was this kind of green color. And then when I went to pull it, I was like, oh my gosh, she did the cottage green. And then I thought, oh no, with the red shutters, like that could be a little Christmassy, but it's not. It's not at all. It's so cute. I don't know why I doubt Nikki. She's fabulous. Don't doubt Nikki. So this one was a lot of fun to stitch so far. I'm excited to keep going on it. And then I've got this frame coming. So hopefully I'm going to mess around with that and see how one of these cottages looks in this frame, and then try to come up with a plan for framing them. And then we are working on Farmhouse Christmas, which I have not made any progress on. I haven't even started this one for this month, but we are doing Farm Folk this month. We only have 2 months left of this one, which is crazy. So this is where we're at so far. We just finished Cock-a-doodle-doo. We're moving on to Farm Folk. And then the last one is Baba Black Sheep. And then we're done. It's crazy. But Farmhouse Christmas, I love this stitch too. I can't wait to come up with a plan for finishing it. This one is fun. I love it. And then I'm working on Spooky Hollow. And this month we're working on the coffee shop. Super cute. Those little witches are very fun. And I didn't get any further on this either. I just have the roof done. So that one is going to be fun. And I hope to get back to that too. How are you guys doing with your stitch alongs? Have you gotten your stuff yet? Maybe not. Maybe it's still in transit for some people. I have my border all done on Farmhouse. I love this stitch, says Sharon. I need to catch up on my border. I'm so far behind on my border. But it is such a fun stitch. I love all those little houses. And you know, so I'm in the midst of placing an order for cross stitch. So FYI, if anybody is looking for certain cross stitch patterns, please feel free to add to my order. Just message me and let me know. But I'm getting some Blackbird designs. And somebody had requested the series Hometown Holiday. Yeah, Hometown Holiday by one of the needleworks, either Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks. It is darling. And so I would love to do a stitch along for that. Not anytime soon. I'm not going to start it right away because I can't, but I would love to do a stitch along for that. So it might be like after some of our stitch alongs that we already have set up for next year, after we finish some of those. But Hometown Holiday is so darling. It reminds me of a Christmas village, and I love stuff like that. And so I'm excited about that one. Kim says, Angela, do you watch Niecy Lynn on Flosstube? No. She has the most hysterical story about Farm Pogo. Really? Sam, need to look at Hometown Holiday. Yeah, it's so cute. But it's like 20 charts. Yeah, it's a lot of charts. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of charts. But they're so cute. They have like, it reminds me of when I was little, my parents collected a Christmas village. But it was like, it wasn't anything fancy schmancy. It wasn't like Department 54 Christmas Village or anything like that. It was just we saw it at some store we were at, and then we just started collecting piece by piece when I was younger. And it had stuff like the post office, the doctor's office. And for some reason, they always had a house that was called the Williams house. And so this has the same thing. I mean, you can change it out and probably put whatever last name on there you want for the cross stitch version. But it was funny to me that it had all of the same stuff. It has a fire department. It has the post office, the doctor's office. I think there's a bank. I think there's a bookstore maybe. It's just super cute. It's very nostalgic for me. And so I would love to stitch that. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for joining. So Hometown Holiday is on my radar for down the road to stitch that as a stitch along. Okay, and then the box. What did you guys think of the box? You can be honest with me. I can take it. But the box went out. I'm pretty sure that everybody has received it by now. I'm not going to share anything about it this week, but I am going to share all of the contents next week. And I'm also going to share, Beverly sent her stitch that she stitched, her sample. And so, or her stitcher stitched it. I'm not sure who stitched it, but she sent the one that she finished. And I'm going to share that next week as well. Because if somebody hasn't gotten it, I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But I think I've heard from most people that they've gotten it. And so I hope that everybody's received it. But next week, we'll share everything that was in it. But I hope you guys liked it. Kim says, quick question about the tier trays. Are there any other trays after Christmas, or can I stitch it in November? After Christmas, so you guys just received Christmas. There is Easter. Easter is coming after Christmas, and then autumn. She just released autumn, which I posted. So if you saw it on Instagram, I posted that Madame Chantilly released autumn. I've reached out to her about winter. So my hope is that she's thinking about doing winter. She's not committed to it. If she does do a winter one, we would add that after autumn. And then I've also asked her about a sewing one, and she hasn't committed to that yet either. So I'm hoping that after autumn, maybe there would be 2 more coming, but I don't know that for sure. But after Christmas, we have Easter to do yet. Sharon says, I loved the box. I'm working on the cross stitch right now. Debbie says, love, love, loved everything in the box. Kim says, loved the box. Lots of useful and adorable items in it. Kim, you need to do a video. I'm just kidding. Kim tried to do a video and she did not like it. She thought it was pitiful. So she tried to do an unboxing video, but it didn't work out the way she wanted it to, which I can totally relate to because that's where I'm at with trying to do videos for YouTube. Kay says, love the box. Cindy says, loved it. Sam says, love the box. Elizabeth says she's got to do a winter tray now. She did the other 3 seasons. That's what I said, Elizabeth. That's what I'm trying to convince her of. So I'm hoping. Nancy says she loved the box. I'm so, so happy to hear it. Oh, I'm so happy. You guys, I was like sweating on Monday when the boxes were supposed to be delivered because I was like, oh my gosh, I hope people like it. I hope people like it. Are they going to like it? I don't know. Like, you just don't know what to expect, you know? So we tried to put a lot of thought into it. We tried to pick stuff that even if you had it already, you might enjoy having another one. You know, we really wanted to make it something that you would be happy that you got it. So I'm hoping that was the case. So I'm so, so happy to get some positive feedback from that. Thank you so, so much. So that's the box. We're going to go through this next week. So I'll show all the goodies that were in the box and I will show Beverly's stitch next week. In the meantime, feel free to do posts about it, do unboxing videos, do whatever you want to do. I would love to see some of those. It was packaged really cute too, like a Christmas gift. That's what I was hoping with it, you know, while trying to stay in the budget. So that's what I was hoping, was that it was going to be like a little Christmas gift that you got from Happy Little Stitch Shop. So that's what I was hoping it would come across as. Okay. Oh, okay. Somebody asked me this week about floss storage. So the question for this week is going to be, how do you store your floss? Because somebody is looking for help on how to store floss. I'm going to show you how I store my floss, but FYI, I'm not a fan. So I am in the midst of trying to figure out a better system for storing my floss. Okay, so this is my floss jar. This is it. I have all of my floss in here, my personal floss. And then I have a notebook and I have a page for 100s and 200s and 300s. And I write down all of the floss that's in this jar. So then I can go to the notebook and know whether I have it in there or not. The part that I don't like is then I have to go dig through the jar in order to get out the floss that I need. And I don't like that. So I have some ideas for some other ways of doing it. But I'm in the midst of looking for the stuff that I would need to be able to pull it all together. And what if I do it and I end up using it for a while and it ends up being something that I like, then I will for sure share it with you. But right now I have it like this and I'm not a fan. I don't like it. So that's why I thought that I would open it up to, as a question, that maybe some other people have some great ideas. I know that there are plastic storage cases on Amazon that you can get, and you can store all of your floss in these little storage cases that would be easy to store away somewhere so that it's not, you know, out in the midst of your daily life. I'm kind of thinking about using a piece of furniture and trying to store it in like a chest of drawers or something like that, dividing it out by hundreds. So all the 100s would be in a basket, all the 200s in a basket, something like that. But that'll be the question for this week, so that maybe we can generate ideas to help other people figure out what works best for them, because that's the trick. You know, somebody might love doing something like this and it works really great for them. But for me, it's not working great for how I need it to work. So I got to figure out what does work for me. But ideas would be great. So that'll be the question for this week, is how do you store your floss? And hopefully it'll generate some ideas for other people to figure out what they like. Rita says, got my monthly ones yesterday. Can't wait to stitch. Oh, good. Kim says, it sure is pretty in that jar, though. Yeah, it is pretty. I don't know. I might put like mini charm packs in this jar. You know, if I come up with a different storage, then I might put mini charms in here. Whoa. So that'll be the question. And then I've had lots and lots of questions about videos. Somebody's asked me about videos. I know I keep talking about this, and here's the deal. I'm just going to tell you the story. A few weeks ago, we did a video. My husband helped. My daughter was in here. My oldest daughter was in here. We did a video. And we spent a lot of time on it. Like I kind of went through how I wanted to lay everything out and how I wanted it to be organized. We get done and my husband's like, okay, I'm going to try to mess around with editing it. So I said, okay, sounds good. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I don't like it. We need to redo it. He's like, what? Are you serious? And I said, yeah, I don't like it. I want to do it a different way. He says, okay. So then we come together again, we redo it. He goes to start editing it. And this time it was like half a day later, maybe. I said, don't spend a lot of time editing that. And he goes, why not? And I said, because I don't want to do it that way either. He said, are you kidding me? Angela, you just have to get a video out there. And I was like, I know, but it's really, cross stitch is really hard to explain because there are so many tangents that you can go off onto that can get really involved and kind of detailed. And I want the series of videos that we do to be very straightforward so that if you have a question about a specific piece, that you can just go right to that video and watch what you need to know instead of filtering through an entire video of information and feeling overwhelmed with it. So I have a different plan now. And so I think we're going to try it that way. And hopefully, I mean, who knows if anybody's even going to watch it, but I want to do something that makes sense and makes understanding it easier and not overwhelming, if that makes sense. And then the other part of it is we clearly do not have all the latest and greatest or any tech stuff. And so I don't know how great the quality of it is going to be. And so that kind of bugs me too. So some of that stuff I just need to get past and kind of put it out there. And I don't know, people will either like it or they won't. And we'll just leave it at that. And then I guess that'll help us to determine if we do more videos or if we don't. But I appreciate some people asking for us to do videos. Like that is really encouraging to me and humbling at the same time. Like I appreciate people asking for us to do that and that there is interest there, I guess, because I didn't think that there would even be interest. So I'm happy that people are at least expressing interest and wanting us to do it. That's nice. So thank you for that. Kim says, right, mini charm packs or scraps would be pretty too. Ooh, yeah, this jar definitely won't go to waste. I'll use it for something else. So that's the deal with the videos. I'm so sorry that for those of you who have been looking for it, that I've been dragging my feet on getting it out there. It's just because I'm not happy with whatever we do, but I will get there. We are making progress. Okay, then really quickly, I received, apparently Instagram has this. Sam says, but Angela, I need help videos now. I'm getting so cross-stitchery lost. Oh my gosh, your cross stitches look great. They look so, so good. But I do feel there are some people that I go through, I find myself typing out the same answers to different people multiple times through the course of a week. And so, which I'm happy to do. Like that is in no way to discourage people from asking questions. Please ask questions. I'm happy to help. But it would be a lot easier to be able to, sometimes I feel like trying to type it out is counterproductive because it just makes it more confusing. And so if somebody is able to see what I'm talking about and hear me talking about it instead of reading it, I feel like that might be easier. And then I can direct them to this video instead of trying to confuse them with how I'm trying to explain it in a text or in a message. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that it'll be a good thing and that it'll be helpful. And because some people are picking it up after not having done it for a long time, and it's a lot different now than it used to be. So I don't know. We'll see. We're working on it. I'm trying to get over my It needs to be like this ideas. Okay, so apparently Instagram has this algorithm, which was shared with me this last week. And I wanted to talk to you about it today because I didn't know anything about it. I don't know anything about algorithms. But in order to increase engagement, a small business did a post about this algorithm that apparently Instagram has, where depending on the engagement that you get, they share it to more people's feeds to try to get more people engaged. And so I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to do a post about it later today, which might make more sense than me sharing it with you right now. But it has never made sense to me that we have a pretty good number of followers, but the engagement on the post never seems to match the number of followers we have. And so all along I've been questioning, like, boy, are people really not liking what I'm posting, or what's going on? Like, it doesn't make sense that we have this number here, but this is the number that we get for engagement on posts. It doesn't make sense to me. And as a small business, I'm trying to look at that because I'm trying to grow our business, you know? And so once I saw this, I was like, oh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why there's not as high of an engagement on posts, because you're just doing what we think we're supposed to be doing, but it's actually not what we're supposed to be doing. So the number one thing that Instagram looks at with regards to posts and engagement is saves. So Instagram favors saves on the posts. So when you see a post, you get the heart, which is a like. You get a save, which is like, I think that ribbon thing. And then you get the airplane thing, which is a share. And then you can comment. So there are like 4 different things that you can do. So Instagram favors saves over anything else. So you can view a save of a post like a super like. So then it helps. They view saves, and then they share that post with more and more people. So then more and more people can hear about Happy Little Stitch Shop. So then number 2, the second thing that they look at are comments, and not just emojis. Apparently emojis don't really count as a comment, but comments. And so the posts that have more comments end up getting put out there in the Instagram universe more than posts that don't have comments. So saves is number 1, comments is number 2, shares is number 3. And then of course, likes are still super important, because if you don't get likes, then, you know, it's not going to go very far at all. So you have saves as a super like, comments, shares, and then a like is still important. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as we're trying to get more and more people to hear about us. I thought that was helpful information. And we almost made it to 700. That was the other thing I wanted to say. On YouTube, we're at like 668 or something like that for subscribers. And I was really, really surprised that we got as close to 700 as we did. And now my goal in October, it's only fitting to try to get to 800 in October. So hopefully we'll be able to reach more people through YouTube as well and get some more subscribers on there. That would be awesome. Sam says, I was so surprised to see that this week. Yeah, so Sam's the one who shared it with me. I literally have never saved a post. I didn't know it was there. I know. I mean, I think everybody just does likes, and I have no idea if I have no idea. I don't know if this is true. Like, I don't know anything about Instagram or how they promote certain posts over others. I don't know. But this was interesting to me, and it sounded like maybe that was an answer to why the engagement on posts doesn't seem to match or reflect the amount of followers that we have, because maybe everybody's not seeing it. You know, it's the same thing on Facebook. They went through this phase where like your friends' posts weren't showing up in your feed, and you had to do something in order to change that, so then you could see all of your friends' posts again. I think it's kind of similar. So I wonder if all of our followers are seeing all of the posts that I post, or maybe they're not. I do not know. Kim says, you'll be at 1,000 by 2021. Do you think so? I don't know. YouTube seems to be like a turtle. I mean, I feel like a tortoise with the progress that's being made on YouTube. It's really hard to get subscribers on there. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but that would be amazing to start 2021 with over 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. I'd be pretty excited about that. So I think that's all the stuff that I have. Oh, we have to do a drawing. Okay, so we're drawing for this. I think I've told you guys everything. Do you have any questions? Am I forgetting to talk about anything? Next week, we're going to talk about stitching stuff. Ask me questions if you have anything that you need to know that I have forgotten about. So this is the one that we're drawing for this week. This is Sunflower Manor by Hands On Design. And it felt appropriate because I'm really feeling fall right now. Okay, so I'm going to pick the winner of Sunflower Manor is Rose Figueroa. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your last name, but Rose Fig, let's just say that. You have won Sunflower Manor. Please contact me to claim your prize so that I can get it out the door to you. Congratulations, and thank you so much for subscribing to us. Thank you so much for commenting on our videos. And I am so happy that you have won this beautiful cross stitch. Congratulations, Rose. Reach out and contact me to claim your prize. Remember, to win the prizes, you need to be subscribed to us on YouTube. You need to follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and then answer the question in the comment section below the video in order to be entered into the drawing. And the prize for next week is this. This is like an adorable little storage container, and it's very soft and cozy. This is from Moda. And it's called A Foldable Box Mini Plush in Mint. And it's by Miori. And it's like a little storage container for all of your sewing goodies that you can keep on your sewing table, or you can take it with you if you ever get to do retreats again or something like that. And then have your things, because it folds up so it's nice and small. And then you can have your things at your station when you go to a retreat. Rose, she says, OMG. I never win anything. You do here at Happy Little Stitch Shop, Rose. So don't forget it. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. So just send me a message so that I can make sure I have all the information that I need to send that to you. And then this is the prize for next week. And again, the question is, how do you store your cross stitch floss? How do you store your floss? Be sure you share in the comments section so we can try to help out people who are looking for ideas on how to store their floss. That's it. Did we actually do it in less than an hour? No, we didn't. But somehow Instagram is still on. I wonder why. Or it's not. I don't know. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Congratulations again, Rose. I'm very excited for you. Please remember that if you want any quilt kits that are ready to ship, I have some that are limited availability, so be sure to get them before they're gone. For Notting Hill and Oh Happy Day, if you want to reserve any of those quilt kits, be sure that you reserve them because I need to order them. And I'm so happy you guys liked your stitch box. So I'm so excited about that. Please be sure to share and to post and all that good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We will see you back here again next week, Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will draw for this beautiful prize, so be sure to comment so that you can be entered into the drawing, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Happy stitching.